The difference between the Hollywood version of ninjutsu as it's been portrayed and the reality of ninjutsu is pretty big. There are elements of truth, of course, within the movies, but there's a lot of misconception in the movies as well. And I think if a person wants to know more about the true reality of ninjutsu, they have to do some study and find some real sources who've actually experienced and studied the art and come to a greater understanding that ninjutsu in reality is a very refined school or body of knowledge about how to survive and live life and endure that has come up through history and been developed to a very high level in Japan. And so if you wanted to know more about the reality of ninjutsu, you really need to go to Japan and perhaps knock on Soke Masaki Hatsumi's door. There's a lot of characterization in movies about the ninja, he's always running around in his suit, but ninja often were wearing lots of different types of things. So the conception that they were always running around in a black suit and that they were assassins and these sort of low-class people who were almost monstrous in many ways is it's a bit of it's not real. There's a lot of truth to be said that the reality of ninjutsu is a place for highly refined people. And as I've studied ninjutsu and looked into its background, that's what I've found people to be of a very high quality that I've known and studied with as I traveled to Japan and studied with people who were actually involved in the ninjutsu arts. Ninja really had many different jobs in traditional Japan, and they were not always just spies and assassins and murderers, and as has been characterized in many movies. They had a lot of different high positions and even low positions, but their presence was multifaceted throughout history. To purely characterize them as people running around in the night and setting off smoke bombs and chanting magical spells to kill someone from a distance is not the entire truth. So anyone really wanting to know the truth about ninjutsu needs to look into that extra 98% that hasn't really been characterized in the movies at all.